Hey, Kerry, I figure it'd be easier for me to kind of record this and go over the workouts so you kind of have an understanding of what we got going on for the week. Let's see. This bigger. So going into first day, the way I wrote this up is basically in a perfect world. And again, I know you got a lot going on, but in a perfect world, you'll be able to work out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday be active recovery day, and then you'll be able to train Friday and Saturday. So let me just go through this real fast. So we're going to be doing this Olympic weightlifting and squat program for the next like 7 or 8 weeks. I think you're on second, going on third week. Things kind of got a little screwed up because of the Wadapalooza workouts and you traveling, which is fine. We're going to roll with it, but follow what I'm doing here. So hanging squat cleans, you're going to build up to a 5 reps, and then you're going to drop down 85% and do 2 more sets, just like last week. Same thing with back squat, okay? 5 reps, drop down to 85, do 2 drop sets. Now keep in mind, I get it, auto-regulation is very important, going by how you feel. You're not a teenager, you're not, in your 20s. And that's not a dig, obviously. I mean, you're a freaking mutant at 50 years old, but we also have to remember that you're not going to recover the way you used to, right? So what does that mean? So that means that, using the RPE method, perceived exertion, basically that just gives you the opportunity to kind of auto-regulate. So what does that mean? That means that, there's certain days where you come in and 75% or 80% might be different. That might be your 75, 80% for that day, right? And I'm talking about weights only. I'm talking about, specifically for weight training. I'm not talking about capacity training because that's a whole different ball game. All right, that's even probably even more important to follow up with, to go with the percentages that are correct. So bear with me as we move through this. Obviously, you figure you get the 5 rep max and then 2 drop sets. In a perfect world, this is going to go up a little higher each week because 5 rep max is going to be for 3 weeks, and then we're going to drop down to a 3 rep max, and then the last 3 weeks we're going to do to a full 1 rep max, I believe. The accessory work. Now, I'm adding in bodybuilding because I want you to kind of we want you to have thicker, stronger muscles. And as we age, it's a little bit more difficult. I don't think for you really, but it's a little bit more difficult to put on like muscle mass. And I'm not trying to turn you into a bodybuilder. I'm really not. But this is very important to add to your programming because you need to have muscle mass. As we age, it's a little bit more difficult and we lose bone density, we lose muscle mass. So the reason why I'm putting this in is I want you to be fucking jacked, basically, because a nice, large, dense muscle is going to be stronger, right? So, let's just be real, man. We're not going to be teaching you to be an Olympic weightlifter at the age of 50. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to happen. You're going to be good, but you're not going to be an Olympian. You're not going to have perfect movement patterns because of just the many, many years of just not doing the movements that way, or could be injuries. It is what it is. So why do we do this? So we can rely on brute strength, more or less. That's what it's going to come down to. That's what's going to win you the freaking games, CrossFit games at the age of 55 or 54 or 53 or even 52 or 51. All right. That's where you're going to make that, leap ahead of all the other ones. So superset, I believe you already know, you're doing 6 reps of upright row. You're going right into a curl and press. So you curl the bar and then you're going to press it overhead. Okay. These are awesome, by the way. A Soviet coach actually taught me these a long time ago. So 6 of those, 1 minute rest, repeat that 4 rounds. It's not CrossFit. It's more of a hypertrophy or a muscle gain, but it's, you're going to get pumped up doing these, but you're not going to get, winded. You'll gain a little bit of muscular endurance, which I don't think, you'll need much more of what you already have. doing those movements. So 10-minute capacity test, all right? Yeah, this is an all-out effort, all right, anytime you see the test. So I think you've done this not too long ago. I apologize. Just got too many things going on. I didn't really look back how far. But as you can see, 4-minute max effort on a calorie a row, 3-minute pull-ups. They're just regular pull-ups. You can do butterfly if you want, but it's just chin over the bar. 2-minute, 3/4 body weight squats, max reps. 1-minute max push press at 95 pounds. Okay, that's it. You're done. So you got your Olympic lifts in, get your good solid warm up. You got your squats in, you got your supersets in, and then a 10-minute capacity test, and then you're done for. Okay, I went and peeked back. 6/26 is the last time you've done this, or it was on the books. I think you did it. If you did, I really, really do hope you logged in your time. And it, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't want to say this. Like, I don't really expect you to really beat your last score, but it would be definitely really cool if you did, because I believe we were really training you for the games at that point. So let's see where you come in. Going into Tuesday, wall walk. So when you do a wall walk, if you don't already notice, you really need to get up to that wall where your nose is basically touching the wall. Freaking hard. Be careful with your shoulder, man. I get it. And then come back a little bit and then do some shoulder touches if you can, one each side. And you're going to do 10 reps at your pace, all right? There's no rush. And then afterwards, 3 attempts at just freestanding handstand holds. Just basically standing in a handstand as long as you can until you get fatigued. Give yourself a nice little rest because you're going to need it. If you do this next workout correct, okay, alactic power workout, this is probably going to be the hardest thing that you've ever done, CrossFit related. It is going to suck, so give yourself some time to recover after this and make sure you have something to eat. You're probably not going to want to eat. You might even fucking throw up. But this is seriously probably the hardest fucking thing that you'll ever do if you do it right. All right, so now that I scared the living shit out of you, 10 seconds all out. I mean, when I say all out effort, I mean all out effort. You are freaking going all out, okay? So for 10 seconds, if you have somebody that can actually be there pushing you and letting you know, go, 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 stop, that would be awesome, okay? After that 10 seconds, you're gonna want to get off that bike and maybe just kind of walk around, keep the blood moving. Do not get off the bike and lay on the ground. That is the last thing I want you to do, dying like a fucking dead animal, all right? You want to stay on that bike and just kind of like do a little bit of a really, really just super, super slow biking movement. That's fine. I would suggest you get off and walk around, keep breathing, keep your arms over your head, keep your lungs open, okay? You're going to rest for 2 minutes and 50 seconds, and you're going to repeat that again. And I mean, you are going to fucking crush it for 10 seconds, okay? Like I said, if possible, if you can get some stupid bastard to do this with you, go for it. And if you can keep track of the amount of calories that you burn each 10-second burst, that's great. If not, don't fucking knock yourself out. So once you do this, 10 seconds all out, 2 minutes and 50-second rest, which is walking 4 times, at the end of your 4th time, you're going to rest not 2 minutes and 50 seconds, but you're going to rest a full 5 minutes, okay? And then you're going to repeat that block again 4 times. That's considered one block. 10 seconds on, 250 off, 10 seconds on, 250 off. Like I said, once you get to the 4th 10-second burst, it's a 5-minute rest. Then you do it again, 4 rounds, okay? It is going to be fucking brutal, all right? Um, you're not even yeah, okay, so let's go into Wednesday. So that's Tuesday. So Monday is going to be the 10-minute capacity test, which is going to suck. Tuesday is going to be alactic power, which is going to fucking suck times 20. Wednesday, getting back in. This may be a little, depends on how you feel, okay? These jerks from the block, same thing, 5 rep max, blah, 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 strict press, and then the accessory work, superset, you're going to do no conditioning on Wednesday. If you want to just if you want to just get on a rower, or you want to get on a bike, or just do a light jog or something, something Z1 zone, something for just recovery, I'm fine with that. Thursday, you're going to be doing more activity, like active recovery if possible. Like, I know you like to do your mountain bikes or your hill runs or whatever. Awesome, man. Do something Thursday, swim, do whatever. Something for active recovery, hopefully for about an hour or two, if possible. And then back in the gym Friday. Depending on your shoulder, you're going to do 3 attempts, muscle up, stringing them together if possible, even if you're just getting one. All right, 3 times. If it's not happening, just do some progressions. Put a band on there, do some banded muscle ups, do whatever. Just don't agitate the shit out of your shoulder. It's another thing we need to talk to, man. You need to find somebody that does PRP or stem cell treatment, and we need to really talk about this shoulder thing, because if it's still bothering you, we need to figure this shit out, because you may have to even just take some time off and just get that shit fixed. I'm not saying you got to get surgery, but to do stem cell or to do some kind of PRP, you just may have to stay away from the shoulder work for a little while, which is fine. Guess what? You're going to get fucking strong legs. We're going to be doing some squats. I don't know if your gym has like leg presses, sleds, all that other shit. We'll work around it, but we really need to come up with a game plan, because, do we just kind of take some time off and try to get it to heal and then really focus on, the games? Or do you continually train and the inflammation is just going to get worse and worse and worse, and then eventually something snaps? You know what I'm saying? So we need to figure that shit out. And maybe I'm reading you wrong when you're telling me it's been bothering you. Maybe it's not as bad as I just think it is, but I can tell you from experience with the athletes that I've worked with, they kind of like just keep pushing it to the limit, and then eventually it's not gonna be a good outcome. Saturday, hang and squat snatch, build up to 5 reps. And again, be smart because of the shoulder issue, 2 drop sets. Front squat, same scenario. Superset, we're doing strict presses on Wednesday, and then I kind of got you doing some strict presses on Saturday. So, maybe use a lighter weight on these. We're just trying to get you a pump. So strict press and then barbell row with a 1-minute break for 4 sets. This here is, we're looking for you to go at like 80 to 85% sustainable. Each round should be about the same time, maybe a little bit diminishing, okay? So on a 3-minute clock, 5 burpee over barbell as fast as you can, run 200 meters. When you get back, max wall balls. You get a 2-minute break. You're looking to go at about 80 to 85%, okay? So this is the work ratio is 3 minutes on, 2 minutes off for 5 rounds. And again, it's not an all-out effort. It's not blowing it out the first round. We're looking for you to try to maintain it so each round is about the same amount. All right? That's called training, not testing. So Sunday, up to you. I know I put yoga in there. That's fucking hilarious. I got to tell you, Heidi's been taking yoga. She fucking loves it, man. I mean, it is really making a huge difference for her with her powerlifting. So you might want to consider getting into a good yoga studio, or even working with a yoga coach one-on-one. I'm telling you, Carrie, it's freaking life-changing. And you may already be on top of that. I don't know. If not yoga, Ramwad, something where you're going to stretch. Really focus on. If you do the stretching thing, man, you got to remember you got to hold these patterns for at least 3 to 5 minutes for it to really work. Your CNS is not going to release if you're just doing a stretch for like 30, 40 a minute. You got to sit with these poses for like 3 to 5 minutes for them to really kick in. Or you're going to laugh at me, but some meditation. That's it. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to send this over now, and I hope your training's going well. I hope you're having a great weekend.